The power of time. Why you should start now. We live in a world where time seems to slip through our fingers like grains of sand in an hourglass. We constantly hear the phrase, time flies, but how often do we really stop and think about what that means? We often tell ourselves that we have plenty of time, that we can wait until the right moment to start working on our dreams. But the truth is, time is the one thing you can never get back. I want to share a story with you. This is the story of a young person, let's call him Alex, who spent years waiting for the perfect moment to start working on his dreams. He thought he had time. He was young, healthy, and had so many opportunities ahead of him. But as time passed, he kept telling himself, tomorrow. Every day, he put off what he wanted to do for the future. I'll start tomorrow, he would say. I'll wait until next month when things are less hectic. But as the years passed, Alex began to realize something. He hadn't been living, he had just been existing. His dreams, his goals, everything he wanted to accomplish were still waiting. But time wasn't waiting for him. Time doesn't wait for anyone. Time doesn't care if you're ready. Time keeps ticking, and once it's gone, you can't get it back. The illusion of the perfect time. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that there's always going to be a better time to start. We tell ourselves, when I have more money, when I have more time, when I'm in a better mood, when the stars align. We wait for the perfect conditions to take action. But what we don't realize is that those perfect conditions will never come. The best time to start is now. The best time to take action is right now, even if it feels imperfect, even if it feels scary. Here's the thing, life is never going to be perfect. You're never going to have everything lined up exactly the way you want it. If you wait for everything to fall into place, you'll end up waiting forever. The truth is, waiting for the perfect moment is a form of procrastination. It's easy to think that you'll start when things are better, but the longer you wait, the more time you waste. You'll never know if you're capable of achieving your goals unless you start working toward them. Think about it like this. If you've ever wanted to learn how to ride a bike, you probably told yourself, I'll start when I'm ready. But you never would have learned if you waited until you felt ready. The only way to learn how to ride a bike is to get on and start pedaling. The same goes for your dreams. You won't know if you can achieve them unless you take that first step. The truth about failure. One of the biggest reasons people don't take action is because they're afraid of failure. I get it. Failure sucks. It's painful. It's uncomfortable. But it's also a part of life. No one achieves success without first facing failure. The key isn't avoiding failure. The key is learning from it. Let's go back to Alex's story. Alex was afraid to start because he was afraid of failing. He thought that if he tried and failed, he would be embarrassed, that people would judge him. But here's the thing, failure isn't the end. It's just feedback. Every time you fail, you learn something. Every time you fall, you get back up and try again. Failure is the process of refining yourself, your skills, and your understanding of what works and what doesn't. Think about the most successful people you know. They didn't get there by avoiding failure. They got there by failing, learning, and growing. The difference between successful people and those who never make it is that successful people don't give up after a setback. They use failure as fuel to keep going. Remember, failure doesn't define you. It's just a moment in time. It doesn't make you a failure unless you stop trying. The more you fail, the more you learn. The more you learn, the more prepared you become for the next challenge. Failure is not something to fear. It's something to embrace. It's a necessary part of growth. The importance of discipline. If you want to succeed in life, you have to have discipline. Discipline is the foundation of all success. It's what keeps you going when you don't feel like it, when things get tough, and when you want to quit. Discipline is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who don't. When I talk about discipline, I'm not talking about rigid self-control or punishment. I'm talking about the ability to take action, even when you don't feel like it. Discipline is about consistency. It's about doing the things you need to do, even when they're hard, even when you don't feel like it, even when you're tired. Discipline is what turns dreams into reality. Imagine you're training for a marathon. Every day you have to wake up early and go for a run. Some days you'll feel great, and some days you'll feel exhausted. On the days when you feel exhausted, discipline is what keeps you going. It's what pushes you to lace up your shoes and go for that run, even when you'd rather stay in bed. The same principle applies to your dreams. There will be days when you don't feel like working on them. But if you have discipline, you'll push through. Discipline is not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. It's about showing up even when you don't want to. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes. The key to achieving anything in life is to develop a disciplined mindset. Time is a gift. One of the biggest lessons I've learned in life is that time is a gift. We take it for granted, but every second we have is a precious opportunity to create something amazing. When we're young, we think we have all the time in the world, but as we get older, we start to realize that time is limited. It's easy to put things off, to think that we have plenty of time to accomplish everything we want to do. But the truth is, we don't know how much time we have left. So why wait? If you want to live a life you're proud of, you have to take advantage of every moment. You have to be intentional with your time. The things you do today will shape your tomorrow. The choices you make today will determine your future. So don't waste time. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now. You've probably heard the saying, time is money. And while it's true that time is valuable, it's even more valuable than money. Money can be earned back, but time can't. Once it's gone forever. That's why it's so important to use your time wisely. Don't waste it on things that don't matter. Invest your time in things that will help you grow, that will bring you closer to your goals, that will make you a better person. Don't let fear stop you. Fear is one of the biggest obstacles we face in life. We fear failure, we fear rejection, we fear the unknown. But the truth is, fear is normal. It's a natural part of being human. The difference between those who succeed who don't is how they deal with fear. Fear will always be there. It will never go away. But what you can control is how you respond to it. You can either let fear hold you back, or you can use it as motivation to push forward. Fear doesn't have to stop you. In fact, fear can be your greatest ally if you learn to embrace it. The next time you feel afraid, remind yourself that fear is just a sign that you're stepping out of your comfort zone. It's a sign that you're growing, that you're challenging yourself. Don't let fear stop you. Use it to fuel your drive. Shash, take action. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. Don't wait. Start today. Take that first step, even if it feels small, even if it feels imperfect. The longer you wait, the harder it will be. The longer you put off your dreams, the more time you waste. You have the power to change your life, but you have to take action. Start small if you need to, but start. Take one step and then another. The more you move toward your goals, the more momentum you'll build. And before you know it, you'll be living the life you've always dreamed of. Remember, time is a gift. Don't waste it. Your future self will thank you for the action you take today. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Create it.